Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our next step is going to be to add in the streets. A couple of things I did since the last video that I want to point out to you guys. Um, if you have a street that crosses, then you're going to want to leave an opening in that sidewalk. Um, if you want to know how to do that, I can show you how to do that. Also, if you have like a garage and something's driving out, like my cute little Volkswagen Bug, then you're going to want to have a little break in the sidewalk there as well so that it's not having to bump up to the sidewalk. Again, those are things I'll show you guys individually. For my street, I am going to just kind of eyeball it because right here is way too skinny for my street. Just isn't going to look good. So you guys are going to have to make a judgment call on your own. So I want you to kind of just lay your ruler down and put it on your vanishing point and kind of rotate it until you see, I kind of think right there looks good for my street maybe. Okay? And then I'm going to draw that line. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go over onto the other side and you're going to try your very best to kind of mimic that. I think that's probably pretty good. Okay, so those are the sides for our streets. Now that I see this secondly, I think this one might be a little bit too skinny. I probably would fix that if I wasn't pressed for time. So then what you're going to do is you're going to find a point in here. Maybe I'll do right here, and you're going to say that's the middle. I kind of see that that feels like the middle, and over here that kind of feels like the middle. And I'm going to draw two lines, one on each side of that. So one here, and I'm going to draw one more over here. I'm going to make my stripes for the center of my road. Then what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to draw lines coming from this vanishing point over to here. And that's going to be to divide this up. So I'm going to say go from here to there, and I'm going to draw a line right inside this. And that's going to be my first little bit of stripe. So I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to make the other half of my stripe. You got to sort of figure out how thick you want it to be. I'm going to make mine, I think, that thick. So maybe like that. Then you can erase a little bit here so it doesn't get confusing. Then I need to say, well, how much space do I want in between this? And I'm going to draw another line about right there. That's good enough. And then I'm going to erase a little bit more. Now make this one. You want to get your stripes, they should start getting shorter as you go, because things get smaller as they move back in space. And so what you're doing is you're using this other vanishing point to make the angles correct on this as you divide this up going back in space. And you're going to keep going all the way back. Realistically, guys, I think I probably made my stripes way too thick, because if you compare it to my car, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's off. But then again, my door is way bigger than my car, so, you know, this is not reality. So go ahead, and I want you guys to get the street done on both sides. If you need help, let me know. The street is actually a lot simpler than the sidewalk, so it should be okay for you guys. So go ahead and get that done.